I've closed over $100,000 a month wholesaling land using one exact outreach system. The same one that took me from chasing uninterested sellers to getting multiple contracts signed per day. And in this video, I'm going to break down that exact system step by step, from how I get leads to how I text to how I close. And if you stick around till the end, you'll walk away knowing exactly how to run this same system and start stacking contracts, even if you've never done this or seen this before. Let's get into it. The first step is finding the right owners, not more landowners. This means you'll spend less time reaching out to people, but you'll be making way more money. But a lot of people are doing the opposite and focusing on lead quantity. They'll scrape up a list of 1,000 random people who own property without actually qualifying them. Then they spend days reaching out to these people to only have a handful of people who are maybe interested in selling. Instead, you can use Propstream to pull data from markets to see who's really interested in selling before you even text them. So we're here on Propstream. We're going to use Propstream to create a list of vacant land owners that we are going to reach out to, asking if they want to sell. Here are the exact filters you are going to put on your list to make sure you are getting the best list possible. I have a city typed in here, Lehigh Acres, Florida, just using it as an example. We're going to click the filters button right here, and we're going to put a few very specific filters to get the best list possible. First, we're going to head over to the category property details and select vacant land, residential vacant land, and vacant land general. Now we're going to filter for the typical lot size that these home builders are looking for, which is 6,000 to 60,000 square feet. Next, from there, we're going to head over to MLS and select off market. All that means is these properties are not publicly listed on the market for the entire world to see. This is a list that is exclusive to you. Only you can see it. These builders cannot see these leads, and that's why we are so valuable to them. So MLS off market, we are going to head over to owner information here and select individual and mixed. From there, years of ownership, this is the key. We only care to talk to people that bought this land 10 years ago or more. Now, why is that? Well, if they bought it 10 years ago, number one, they paid just about nothing for it. And number two, it's a lot easier to get them to sell a piece of land that they've just been sitting on and they completely forgot they even own, and it's not making them any money or doing them any good. Just property taxes and maintenance every single year. So those are the exact filters we are going to use when it comes to propstream.com to build lists in every single city, every single market. These filters are perfect. But having their names isn't enough. Now we need their real contact information. That is where the next step comes in. Step 2, skip tracing. Bad skip tracing equals a dead pipeline, and there is no way around it. You'll end up texting disconnected phone numbers or emails that aren't being used, and your response rate will tank like crazy. And the worst part is, if you get this part wrong, you're just going to be wasting your time without even realizing it. If you're uploading this list into a skip tracing website and you're getting all the incorrect phone numbers, you won't even know it, and your time is being wasted. So if you want to make sure you're messaging active and correct phone numbers, you can follow this process here. Now we are going to head over to kindskiptracing.com to get the phone numbers for every single landowner in that list. Now, I can't actually log into kindskiptracing.com with my account. It shows some confidential information about how I run my business, but the website is very simple. You just need to create an account. You will purchase 10,000 skip traces up front. You'll upload your list to Kindskip Tracing and you will match their filters. And from there, it's pretty simple. You click start, it'll give you all the phone numbers. You'll download those phone numbers, and then comes step number 3. But it is extremely important that you're using good skip tracing websites to get the correct data. That way you'll get a better connection rate and you'll waste a lot less time and money. And you'll actually find more success by speaking to the right people that you actually want to speak to, instead of some random phone number from a cheap skip tracing website. Once you've got good contact information, it is time to reach out to these sellers, but not randomly. Step 3, outreach. This is where we make a huge jump closer to getting contracts that get you paid. But here's one thing you do not want to do here. You don't want to sound like a robot when you text anyone. It's so important that you're not texting people saying, hey, I can get you a cash offer on your piece of land, I can close in 30 days. That is the same spiel from every other salesman. They've heard it 100 times, you're not going to stand out at all, and they will instantly have their guard up. Now, if you reach out to them much more laid back and nonchalant, hey, first name, how are you doing? I was driving through the neighborhood and I saw you own this piece of land. I looked it up, found your number. I'm curious, have you ever thought about or considered selling? That way you come off a lot less spammy and corporate, large company like, where you're actually just starting a conversation, getting an answer out of them instead of saying, hey seller, I can offer you 30 days, cash closing, no realtors, no fees, no commissions, just like everyone else, the typical wholesale pitch. Just ask them if they have ever considered selling. The goal is to start the conversation, not to close the deal right away. Then you combine that style of text with this system right here. You need to send 2,000 to 3,000 text messages per day. You want to start with 5 markets, okay? Each market twice per week. Rotate phone numbers, remove the DNC list, use opt-out language, make sure you are compliant with texting laws. The key, well, volume plus consistency equals deal seeds planted daily. Now, this is exactly what I taught Michael, who applied this outreach method, and he was able to scale past $45,000 in 3 months wholesaling vacant land. Or Marco, another guy I just help out who's actually in high school, and he's closed over $55,000 flipping land. And if you're serious about this and want to take it to the next level, click the first link in the description to apply to learn directly from me. But managing 2,000 to 3,000 text messages per day will nearly be impossible without this next step. Step number 4, lead filtering and CRM. Organization is everything in wholesaling. You can have the best outreach in the world, but if you don't manage responses properly and manage leads properly, deals will just slip through the cracks. This step gets overlooked because it feels boring, it's not flashy, it's not exciting, but it's also the reason most wholesalers lose track of everything sitting in their inbox and they miss out on thousands of dollars. So how can you actually manage thousands of leads very easily? So this website here, Smarter Contact, is what I use for my outreach and my lead tracking. So it's pretty simple. You have all these filters in here with Smarter Contact that you can use to label the conversations you're having with sellers. So I have all these different labels here. The standard default label is lead, then you have waste of time, nurture lead, call and offer, follow-ups, contract sent, and contract signed. Now these are all very important, and it's important that you actually update each lead with these filters right here, because when you go back after a long week of texting, you can manually just put a filter really quick for follow-ups to where you're only looking at your follow-ups, or you're only looking at all the contracts you sent that still need to be signed. That way you actually know where you're at and you're tracking the leads that are worth your time or not worth your time. Staying organized will help you close deals faster and more deals. Now, once you're organized, you will see exactly who is all about selling without having to dig through thousands of text messages. Now, the next step is where we actually get to negotiate and get the best possible contract we can. Step 5, negotiation. Now, the thing with negotiation is people think it just means lowballing homeowners, and that's why they do not get deals. That is not what you are supposed to do, and honestly, it's pretty disrespectful. Imagine you're looking to sell a piece of land and someone offers you $100,000 below market value with no explanation. Would you even reply to that person? Probably not. So instead, I have been using a tactic to get their asking price and then talk them down through education. So step 1 is try to squeeze out an asking price. You'll start off the conversation, hey, do you have any interest in selling? If they say yes, well, what price range are you looking to be in, Mr. Seller? You know, what are you looking to get for this piece of land? Do you have any idea? Now, a lot of the time they're going to want top dollar, and you somewhat need to talk them down a bit to be able to make a profit on the deal. This is where you need to educate the seller as to why the price is too high. So that is step number 2, the education phase. You need to let these sellers know that they're asking a premium as if they listed it on the market and let it sit for 2 years, hoping it appreciates and gets the highest offer possible, which obviously is not going to happen. They have to pay a realtor. It's just a headache and a waste of their time. So you need to educate them on the prices that the properties are selling for around their piece of land. Now, I always chop a few $1,000s off the price, of course, considering there's no realtors involved, and those were all on-market sales. So if you see all these pieces of land selling for $30,000 in the area, I would typically tell the seller, hey, you know, these pieces of land around yours are selling much closer to 20 grand, and those people are listing it on the market, paying a realtor. Not that fun of a process, and they're not even walking away with as much as I'm about to offer you right now. So again, I see you're asking $30,000. That is just a bit high. We've seen these identical lots going for much lower of a price, and that's where we're going to need to be. Now, if you listed your property on the market for 30 grand, you would probably get an offer for 25,000, but after paying out the realtors and closing costs and all these fees, you'd probably walk away with less than I'm willing to give you right now. So I can come in at 20 grand. It is obviously a cash transaction. We can close pretty quickly, and we will pay all the closing costs. Now, we have the same goal here, Mr. Seller. You want the money. I want the property, I want the deal to close. So let's work together on getting that done, but that is the price we need to be at. 30,000 is just too steep. You're not seeing any lots sell for that price. Look, if you can send me something you've seen sold in that price range, then we can talk about a different number, but I know my stuff. I've been doing this for a while. I know what prices we need to be at and what all these other builders are paying for these pieces of land. So again, you need to offer the seller a little bit below comps so that you can go ahead and actually flip it for a profit. But the benefit to the seller is no realtor commissions, no closing costs, fast close, hassle-free, not sitting on the market, waiting for a good offer to come through. This system is pretty powerful, but it's not automatically going to make everyone say yes. Even if they say no right now, it is not over, and that is where the next step comes in. Step 6, following up. Most people think the money is made in the first reply, but in reality, the real money is in the follow-ups. Now, following up helps with building familiarity and trust, outlasting competitors, and turning dead leads into hot leads. And that's exactly why you do it. I probably have thousands of sellers in my CRM that I just about know by name at this point, and they probably know me too, where every single week I shoot them a quick follow-up just as I have a list, and I say, hey, any update? Has anything changed? Are you looking to sell or get anything done here? They know me, I know them. And every single week there is a new person that is ready to sell where I'm like, wow, we finally got, Mr. Kenneth to sell after 3 months of going back and forth. Now, when you're doing this for a while, sending 2,000 to 3,000 text messages a day, after a few months, you'll have hundreds of people just like that will just come out of nowhere. Hey, I'm ready to sell now. I wanted to go with you because you've stayed in touch. The follow-up is very simple. You're not here to hassle these people, to haggle these people, and to force them into selling. You just want to keep reminding them and letting them know that you're still here, that you're still interested, and that you need land right now. So when they actually get excited or ready to sell their piece of land, well, you'll be the first person they go to. So every single month, every single week, you need to be re-blasting those follow-ups, letting the dead leads warm back up, automating long-term nurture. Let's now look at the numbers. What can you expect if you follow this system? And I've been tracking this over the past couple of years, and these are the KPIs that I consistently hit. When you are texting and sending out 2,000 to 3,000 text messages per day, you need to aim for a 10% response rate. So 200 to 300 people responding. You want to aim to get one contract per 2,000 texts. Now, if you're sending out 2,000 texts a day and you're not getting one contract right away, that is normal. It'll average out over time. And you're aiming to make $3,000 to $5,000 profit per deal. Now, obviously you can make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, even $50,000 on a deal, but when first starting out, you are going to want to start with these smaller deals that are less complicated, more simple, and not as much money on the table. And when you do scale with virtual assistants, well, that is where these 6-figure months come in. Now, if you're interested in taking wholesaling land to the next level, you can click the top link in the description to apply. I've already helped students like Zach, who literally started from nothing, no experience, to scale over $20,000 in just 30 days. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Check out all these other videos. There's a lot of good information inside.